Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Wanted to do a video where I introduce this machine to the channel properly and talk about it and film a wee washing it. I have got the Crease on in the background, so you may hear it squealing a wee bit. The per bearing seal's starting to feel on that, so it's quite squealy and all. A bit worse than what it was. So this is a new washer I got. And you may have seen in a few of my posts, I've commented, particularly like the Grundig ones, I think. You may have seen I commented about a second-hand store fiasco. And that whole comment basically relates to this machine, and particularly the condition that it's in. This is my 4th Beko aquatech in, I think, 2 or 3 years. Which is quite crazy to think. All the other 3 were bought brand new, and then this one was bought second hand. And this one is obviously the first generation one. So the software is older, and it isn't as glitchy as the newer ones, so it isn't. And it's definitely nothing like the B Pro 500. You know, it's definitely a lot better than it already, I can tell. It does inverter reset now and then, but it's not too much of a big deal for me, so it isn't. It doesn't do it like 3 times or more every wash, so it doesn't, although I am still testing this and, you know, trying it out. So basically this was bought from a second-hand shop. And I later discovered, just 2 days ago I think, that this was actually bought from the exact same shop that my Beko Excellence, the rusty one, was bought from. I think, as I've had an engineer out to this wash machine already, and he was the one who delivered the Beko Excellence, and he actually recognised here that he had been here before. So it's kind of like, gosh, you know, maybe I have, you know, unless he does like for different people or what, but I'm going to 99% say that it was from the same shop, only it was under a different name. As I think that the shop seems quite new, at least under their current naming. It's just your typical aquatech, so it is. Typical first generation aquatech. It's a bit like my cousin's one, only the programming is a bit different. It uses more water, so it does a lot more water, and of course the balancing ones with the pump on. It has a few scrapes and a couple of dents in it, but whenever I seen it, I wasn't, you know, I saw it as a bit of a project, but I wasn't expecting it to be the project to the scale that it's going to be. Sorry, I have something stuck at the back of my throat. For sake. Goodness. Sorry. I have a bit of biscuit stuck. Not nice. The drawer seems... Sorry, I'm going to have to stop. Sorry, I had to cut the video. I had something stuck at the back of my throat. Wasn't too fun. So basically the condition of this machine whenever I got it wasn't good. If I take the drawer, I don't know why you can just pull that out like a hoover, but there we are. That's only doing a wee slow interm spin, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay. That's a drawer now, after me cleaning it. And before, it was absolutely plastered in mold. It was disgusting. I'm honestly really shocked I've got it up as good as I have. The drawer itself wasn't too bad though. There's a few wee rust patches. But yeah, inside was absolutely stinking. Really bad. I'll let that do its wee spin. It's not too loud. Whenever the company that I got this from had stuff on their Facebook and all, so it did, and it showed them actually using quite a few of the machines on like 90 and properly cleaning them out and stuff. But obviously that wasn't the case for this one because it wasn't cleaned out at all. So it wasn't, the drum was absolutely stinking, so it was. I've done 3 drum cleans and a plethora of different washes in it, you know, like test loads and stuff, and I've just about got it to a point where I feel comfortable to use it with laundry. The door seal was quite mouldy at the bottom, so it was, but I have used bleach and I managed to somehow get it all off, and I'm really shocked at how well it's came up. But in behind here is, you know, it's quite grubby, so it is. You can't really see it. I may as well turn the washing machine on as it has a light. But you can kind of see there, it's obviously, it's still black there. But hopefully one of the days I will, you know, get that sorted, but it's in nowhere near the state that it was in. But I bought this machine fully working. I was meant to be fully working. And like I said, well, I think I said, unless I said it after the cut, I had an engineer out to this machine, so I did already. Yeah, I think I did say about it. And the machine, whenever I got it, was pissing water everywhere. In a sense, it had a wee small hole in the drawer hose, so it did, and it was leaking out whenever it was filling up. Not too big a deal, and it wasn't bothering me, you know, it didn't bother me, you know, in the sense where I was disappointed with my purchase, like from the company's aspect. But the drum spider's going, so it is, and it's, you know, it's very early failure. I can't flex, you know, it's not like a case where I can like move the drum with my hand, but you can definitely feel it going, and you can hear it knocking, so you can. I think I done it on a wash today. I've just finished another drum clean, and the machine actually feels worse now. It feels like it's ready to go. It feels even worse than the HVF's one was. So it does. Yeah, I can really feel it. I think it's these 2 spider points that are going, both of them, and not just the one. And it's only just under 5. It hasn't lasted too well at all. I think it was a case where this machine was probably used on Daily Quick for everything. Daily Quick 30. And normally it was a case where I'd never ever, you know, with a typical washing machine, once it gets to like this state, I'd be like, right, you know, it's scrap. But I do feel with this machine, I want to take it and I want to build it up into a completely different machine. The dial's broken too. It has a lot of cosmetic issues with it. So it does, it's badly gashed the door. The drawer is completely wrong. Well, the drawer front is completely wrong. They've put the wrong one on it. I think this drawer's off a washer dryer. So it's not the right one for the machine. So it's not. And then it does have the tinted door. It's really badly scraped on the outside too. We don't particularly like tinted doors, and the door's hinge, I have not got a clue what on earth has happened to that door hinge. Look at the state of it, it's like crumbling away. And you know, this is what I bought for £170. I think this isn't exactly a machine you should be buying for, you know, for that money. I wouldn't expect a fusty washing machine, you know, at that price. Especially not from a second-hand shop that apparently Pat Test sees. I don't know how I passed it, to be honest. I know I could name and shame the company so I could that I got this from, but the customer service and the engineer that came out were all absolutely excellent. I mean, absolutely excellent. So they were really, really good and very, very apologetic at the machines, you know, been having issues. But the engineer, he wants me to pretty much use it until this drum spider completely goes. Because it's not gone, the drum spider's fine on it, even though it's not. You know, you can clearly feel it in person, even though the drum isn't, you know, it hasn't got, you know, big movement. you can really clearly feel it. Like I said, like I can really feel it there, so I can. You can really feel it moving. So you can. It's just that it's obviously not to the point where the drum's completely buckled in a sense. But anyway, so yeah, that's okay. Aquatech sensor on this actually works, which I was quite shocked about. I wasn't expecting that. And the cabinet's completely fine on it. Like the shock absorbers are completely fine. They don't make any noise. So they don't, they don't sound like it doesn't sound like a jackhammer on spin, which is quite a shock, because normally that actually affects like the vast majority of 9 kilo aquatechs. So that was quite a big shock for me. So it was. So it's just that the drum spider's going, and I need to buy a new drum. Drum for this. It's obviously expensive. It's a drum, so it is. But I think it could have been a lot dearer too. So I do, and I think, it's a machine that's quite special to me in a sense. Aquatech would probably be like the favourite from my teenage years. So it would have childhood favourite being Excellence, and then would have teenage years favourite being one of these. So I think, like, it's quite special to me, and you can't obviously buy these anymore. And the new ones just aren't it, so they're not. I don't particularly, like the new ones, so I don't. It's just modern beko just isn't beko anymore, so it's not. They're just, the reliability is, it's shocking. I don't like modern beko at all, really. Programming wise and stuff, they seem good, but the reliability is just a big letdown. I haven't cleaned the filter out yet because I can't get the thing open. It's really tight. Even my dad, who's really strong, couldn't get it open. But we'll maybe have that looked at, one day soon, because I still need to clean like the sump and stuff, and I'm sure I'll do that at some point. So I will, but yeah, I think there was definitely that part of me that wanted a refund, like a partial refund, so I could keep the machine but still get a bit of the money back, but I'm not too bothered about it. I'll just keep it as a project. I got the drawer hose changed, and it's, it is what it is. We'll just see what this drum happens. I haven't done any work on it, so I haven't. I don't know whether they'll refund me a bit if the drum completely goes on it or what. But I don't expect this from that price point, and I wouldn't buy from a second-hand shop again. Well, not that particular one anyway. So I wouldn't. Anyway, enough of that. I've got some blankets and stuff to do in it as a wee test code. I wanted to film this cycle video because why not? These aren't particularly dirty as such, they're not. But I just thought, may as well give it a wee go. It's a nice big drum. I don't know, the drum spider could go on this wash. Definitely a possibility. The drum light flickers also, so it does for some reason. I don't know whether it's water damaged or what. Or maybe the cable's wrong on it or something, but like it flickers away. It's not like the Grundig, absolutely nothing like that thing. But it's it is, but I don't know, there's quite a rust stain on that. That hasn't even been used. Interesting. Like these towels, they've just been sitting in a dryer, so they're not dirty as such, so they're not, but I just thought, hey, I may as well wash them. Just as a wee test load, I wanted to just make sure that all the bits of gunk and all are just washed out of the machine. So I do, so I thought, I may as well video it and, do a wee wash in it. Because why not? Other than that, obviously I really like this machine, so I do, so far. I'm hoping the drum spider holds out a bit so I can use it a bit and see whether I think it's worth repairing. And for me, obviously, I know that quite a lot of people will be saying, don't repair it, there's no point, it's an aquatech, it's, it's shite. But my machine did it, but yeah, it was just in such a state. I suppose that's what happens whenever you leave your washing machine in such a state. It was awful. Really bad. It was like hot chocolate. So that's okay. I can shut the door on it. Washing stuff. Got some of my Ariel here. Don't need too much at all, so I don't, only like 50ml, because they are clean, like I said. So that's grand. So put our washing powder in there. Don't need any softener or anything like that. Washing machines went into standby because of how long I've been talking. Great. Back to my. Going to do it in cottons 40 with fast. 1 hour 11-minute cycle. That's all okay, yeah. Let's go. It should adjust. So it should. Yeah, we'll just see what happens with this drum spider in this video, honestly. You know, I think the gash marks show that it's been used on daily quick, I'm guessing. It's quite bad. Even worse than my cousin's one. But, yeah, I do. You know, I do like it. It's just, I was expecting it to be in much better condition, you know. First beko in the shed with the proper water pressure too. So that's nice. I think it might shake a wee bit on its spins, but I'm trying my best to get it leveled and it's not really happening. The bottom of the cabinet's rusted quite a bit, but it's not causing any issues for like the shock absorbers or anything like that, so that's the main thing. I think you could maybe see the light flickering a wee bit there. sensed up full load. Went up to I think 1 hour 25. That's what I was at whenever I came in. So somewhere around about that. It's doing this intensive action now. I'll bring my wee light out later on. Quite a bit through the main wash now. Quite nice that this one does seem to use the aquatech on its main wash. Sorry. Is it going on to spin now? Caught it just in time. Quite sudsy. I think that might be a little bit too close for the camera to like that. I think you can see how badly the door scratched on it, like, see again. Doing its spin burst. I think out of all of them, this is the first beko I've had where it actually comes up with the spin icon for the 300 RPM burst. All the other ones just dead on wash. Even the B Pro 500. But I know quite a lot of them they put the spin icon on for it for some reason. I think Man's beko does, but obviously I haven't used it on a long cycle that does a spin burst at the start on the first spin. A little bit of a sudslock. I want to try and get this top panel moved a bit. I cannot move it anymore here. Sorry. I haven't got the top on it. Still just testing it and stuff. Just want to make sure it's all okay first. That's okay. I'll try it. Be back. It's shaking a little bit, but I don't think that's too bad. I think the squeaking's just a form. just can't get it level properly, so I can't. Still working on it, but don't need to worry about it too much at the moment. going on to its anti-suds now. I think these blankets are quite thick, to be honest. I suppose that's expected. See all the tools in the drum with the light being on. Funny. It's towards the end of its anti-suds now, so it's gonna go try to spin again soon. Wait a minute. Probably out of fun balancing this. It is actually quite still on the floor now with that spin. It's shaken quite a bit even with balance spins before, so I've definitely done something right with the feet, I suppose. I think it's the front left one, as it's quite badly rusted with the fact the washing machine's been leaking. I did manage to get it moved though, but maybe it needs moved up a wee bit more. I think I've nearly got it right. Door keeps on opening. Then it hits the side of the washer machine, and then with it shaking it keeps on banging. Can't really get over how much of a good job I've done with that door seal. Even if I need to give it another wee go with the bleach. Sure fills up really fast. really can't even remember if these do a burst or not on their final spin. You know, like a 600 RPM one on this wash. I know it definitely doesn't do the 400 RPM stupid burst thing that the new ones do. But I can't really remember. I think it might do, as it's got 13 minutes left. If it goes down to 10 minutes, then I know it won't. But if it's 12 minutes, it might. Don't know. You'd think I'd be familiar with the programming on this. Know most of it, but some stuff I don't. Just can't remember. Okay, it's got 11 minutes, I don't know then. Maybe not. Probably not, actually. Thought it might sudslock again, but carry on. Seems like this is going to be a bit of a fun one then. can't really see it on the camera, but it is quite warped in person. Maybe not as bad as the HVF was, but you can definitely see it. I don't know why it's appearing so fuzzy the way it is. It's not that dark. Oh, that's why. It's not right. Oops. Thanks for watching, everyone.